This is how you can build the strongest Changli in Wuthering Waves. Since Changli is getting a new skin and with Lupa releasing next version, I will go through her build again and also talk about the changes since her release, like her new echo set.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Alright guys, so first off, let's just start with a basic attack. So she has a 4-hit combo that deals fusion damage. On the 4th hit, she enters true sight. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And as you can see, we get this true sight symbol here, and her hair starts burning. So this one here. Her next basic attack will get enhanced. So basic attack, bam. And her hair is back to normal. As for the mid-air attacks, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4-hit combo, true sight, and then basic attack. Yep. Next we have her heavy attack where she jumps up, bam, and then you can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then plunge attack. As for a dodge counter, it puts her on her 3rd basic attack. So yeah, we then do the 4th attack and bam, true sight. So what is true sight? It's her enhanced state, which you can already see down here. When you get the symbol, you know that you're in true sight. All of her hair starts glowing. So yeah, it's her enhanced basic attack where she charges at the enemy and does fusion damage, which is considered skill damage. You also have the mid-air version of true sight where instead of a basic attack, you can jump and turn into a phoenix, charging at the enemy, and then you do a basic attack to do a plunge attack, which is again considered skill damage. So yeah, it's the same thing as the other one, but longer animation. So yeah, Conquest is the ground version and Charge is the mid-air version. So how do you get True Sight? Well, you can get True Sight from her 4th basic attack, 4th mid-air attack, skill or intro. Why is True Sight so important? It does a lot of damage and is the main way of getting 40 stacks. You get 1 40 stack each time you use a True Sight attack. Next you have her skill, which has 2 charges and each of them have a cooldown of 12 seconds. With her skill, she dashes at the enemy, does her slashes and then enters True Sight. Next we have her Forte. She can hold up to 4 40 stacks. The more 40 stacks that she has, the more her clothes burn. Once her 40 is full, you can do a heavy attack to consume her 40 and do a big AoE attack called Flaming Sacrifice that does a lot of fusion damage, which is again considered skill damage. She also takes 40% less damage when she does this attack. So how do you get 40 stacks? Like I said earlier, you can get 1 from her True Sight attacks or you can get all 4 from her ultimate. Her ultimate can be cast in mid-air. It does a ton of fusion damage and gives her 4 40 stacks, and if you use her 40's heavy attack within 10 seconds of using her ultimate, then it does more damage thanks to the 25% attack from her ultimate. Let's get to her intro. She charges at the enemy and enters True Sight. You always want to do a basic attack after the intro to plunge down. Her outro gives the next character that you switch to 20% fusion amp and 25% ultimate damage amp for 10 seconds, which is lower than usual, or until the character is switched out. So how do you activate a character's intro or outro? Well, if you look down here, each character has another bar called the conservator bar. You don't share it. Everyone gets their own conservator bar and the value stays the same when you change characters. You can fill up the conservator bar by hitting enemies with different attacks. So each attack gives you a different amount of conservator energy, which you can always see down here in the skill details. So yeah, ultimate gives 20, skill 15. You can always check it down here. And once you fill up the conservator bar all the way, all of your characters on the right will glow. And once you switch your character, the character who's leaving the field will activate their outro and the character entering the field will activate their intro. Her inherent skill 1. For each 40 stacks, she gains 5% fusion damage bonus, up to 20% after she releases her True Sight enhanced attacks. Inherent skill number 2. After you use her ultimate or her 40's heavy attack, she ignores 15% of the enemy's defense and does 20% more fusion damage. So yeah, her inherent skills are really good. What makes Changli so special? Well, all of her attacks can be swap cancelled. She's the perfect swap cancel DPS and she's not a traditional sub DPS since her concerto regeneration is not as efficient as the other sub DPS, so she wants more field time and quick swap is perfect for that. Like for example, you can use her skill and while she's in mid-air, you can switch to your second character and then you can switch back to Changli, do her True Sight attack and then swap off to your 3rd character. Like that's how good she is, and there's no timing that you need to learn to use her correctly. Just swap off whenever there's a long animation, and yeah, she's really rewarding and fun.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Alright, let's get to her quick swap windows. So she has 3 of them. The first one is True Sight. So whenever she like dashes, then you can swap off her. The second one is when you use her skill, and you can swap off between 3 characters here. So skill, you go up, switch to your second character, use your attack, switch back to Changli to finish a dash attack, and then you switch to your 3rd character or your healer, and yeah, pretty easy. The last one is whenever you do a 40 heavy attack. You can also do this with her ultimate, so you go with ultimate, and then use her 40's heavy attack, and then you can switch.
I'll get more into that in her rotations, and if you're confused right now, then don't worry. Her rotations will make everything clear and you'll understand everything better.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Alright, let's get to her skill priority. So you want to max her ultimate, her Forte, and her skill, and then you can start working on her basic attacks and her intro. So yeah, pretty simple.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Let's move on to her weapons. Of course, her best and slot weapon and the best sword in the game as her signature, the Blazing Brilliance. This sword works well on a lot of our characters too. 48% crit damage, so easy build. High attack since it's a 5-star weapon. Another 12% attack from the weapon skill, and up to 56% skill damage, which is super easy to get. Just do 1 or 2 skills and then bam, you got it, max stacks. But it's only 10% better than her second best option, the Emerald of Genesis. This is another great weapon. High attack, crit rate, so easy build. It even gives you ER, so you can focus more on damage rolls on your echoes, and up to 12% attack here, which is easy to get since she has 2 skill charges. Camellya's weapon is a good stat stick, but I don't recommend pulling it for Changli. Let's get to the 4 stars. The Commando is, as always, really good on a lot of characters. Same thing with the Endless Collapse. You can't go wrong with any of these two. The Luno Cutter is not far behind, but it's bad for main DPS since you lose the stacks. Next we have the Event Weapon. So this is the opposite of the Luno Cutter, since on this one she wants a lot of field time and she can't be swapped off, or she will lose all of the stacks. So yeah, I don't recommend this. So yeah, these two can work, but I don't recommend them. And then lastly we have the Battle Pass weapon. Yeah, if you don't have any other options, then yeah, get this at R5. But I don't recommend this weapon. I would recommend you to just get the Emerald of Genesis. It's free from the box and you should have it by now if you have been playing for a while. This here and the standard gun are the only standard weapons that you need. The rest aren't as good, but yeah, I would first get this and then get the gun later, because this is more important for your account. Also, only one of you is unsubscribed, and if that's you, I know where you live.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Let's move on to the Echoes. So she can be played as a sub DPS buffer with a Moonlit Cloud stats and the Heron, but I don't recommend this. Just give her the Molten Rift stats. It's better, and with this you can play her as a quick swap DPS. When it comes to the forecast, you want the new Nightmare Infernal Rider. This is made for her. It boosts fusion damage by 12%, just like the old one, but instead of the useless 12% basic attack damage bonus, this gives you 12% skill damage bonus. So yeah, this is a lot better, and you don't even have to use the Echo skill. You get the full buff as soon as you equip the Echo. So yeah, it's better in every single way, and there's no use farming the old one unless you're going for 4-4-1-1-1, which I don't recommend unless you have her sequences. As for the Echo main stats, it's the usual 4 cost, crit damage or crit rate, depending on which one you need more. As for the 3 cost, you want fusion. As for the second one, you want fusion or attack. And then we have the 1 cost, of course, double attack, since she's a DPS. When it comes to substats, you want 120 plus ER, because her ultimate boosts her damage and gives her 40 stacks. So yeah, it's really useful, and you want to always have it up. And then yeah, we have the usual crits, attack, skill damage. Ultimate damage can be good too.
So when it comes to the new Echo set, you guys probably already noticed this. I will still go over it again. So 2-piece gives you 10% fusion damage bonus, which is the exact same as the old Molten Rift set. Now let's go to the 5-piece. Casting ultimate increases fusion damage bonus of all characters in the team by 15%. So this applies to the character who has this on them too. So we'll get 25% fusion damage bonus in total from these two, and increases the caster's ultimate damage bonus by 20%. Alright, so if we look at Changli's damage chart, only 22% of her damage is ultimate damage. So yep, the old Echo set is better for her, especially if you play her in non-fusion teams. I mean, the old set gives her 40% fusion damage bonus, and then the forecast here gives you 12% skill damage bonus, which is most of Changli's damage, and then another 12% fusion damage bonus. So in total, you will be getting 52% fusion damage bonus. So yeah, this is a lot better. And the thing is, we don't even know what the forecast for this set will be. Judging by this, it will probably be fusion damage and then ultimate damage bonus. So yeah, the old set is better for Changli, especially because she has 2 skill charges. So this here is basically infinite on her. Does this mean the new set is useless? No, since you will still want to run this set on Lupa, since you will probably need ultimate damage bonus. And remember guys, this set buffs your whole team. So perfect for Lupa in a fusion team.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Let's get to the recommended stats. So you want 1900 attack, 70 plus crit rate, 270 crit damage, and 120 plus ER.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
When it comes to teams, she has a lot of playstyles. So for main DPS, this is for casual players. Since most of her damage is skill damage, we want characters that boost skill damage like Jaja. She boosts skill damage and also has good off-field damage. Tochi works too, but yeah, slow Concerto, so not the best. As for off-field damage, Mordefi works too. He has really good off-field damage, and if you have the static mist on him, the standard 5-star gun, then he can boost Changli's attack by 10%. And of course, we also have Brant. They complement each other so well. As for the Brant team, Changli will be the main DPS, Brant will be the sub DPS, the healer, and everything else. And since we have Brant as the healer, we can use the last slot to buff Brant. So yeah, Sunhua works well here, and this will probably be Changli's best team. For the quick swap pro players, any character with swap windows work. Like for Fusion, who can benefit from her outro's fusion damage bonus. We have Encore and Chisa, who can also benefit from the ultimate damage buff from the outro, so yeah, perfect. As for off element characters with swap windows, so for swap cancelling, we have Changli Yao, who's really good and also what most people use. He also benefits from Changli's outro, which boosts ultimate damage, so yeah, really good. Her outro also works really well on Rover and Chihuahua. My favorite team right now is Changli and Carlotta. Sorry guys, Carlotta works with every single DPS, like just so good. So yeah, fire and ice. Again, quick swap is basically swapping off a character whenever they have a long animation. And trust me guys, it might sound scary, but trust me, you'll get a hang of it. I know you can do it. As for our last slot, as always, we have a healer. So any healer works, but the best is Verena or my favorite, the Shorekeeper. I've also seen people doing triple DPS teams, so Changli, Carlotta, and Changli Yao. They all work really well together and have long animations, so yeah, quick swap. As for the new free-to-play players, we have Changli, Yang, and any healer that you have.
Another thing to add about her team section is that since Lupa's set can buff fusion damage of other characters too, it tells us that she wants to be in a team with other fusion characters. So basically you can do Lupa here, Changli quick swap, and then finally Brant as the healer. This will be a really strong team.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Let me quickly go over her sequences. Her S1 makes her skill and Forte heavy attack give her 10% damage bonus and resistance to interruption. So yeah, not a must have. It's only like 2% more damage compared to S0. So go for the weapon instead. It's better and also guaranteed. S2, when you get 40 stacks, it increases her crit rate by 25% for 8 seconds. S3 increases her ultimate damage by 80%. S4 gives the entire team 20% attack after you use her intro for 30 seconds. S5 increases her Forte's heavy attack multiplier by 50% and damage by 50%. S6, all of these attacks ignore 40% of the enemy's defense.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
Alright, let's get to her rotations. So your main goal is to max her Forte as soon as possible, to use her Forte's heavy attack and abuse her quick swap window during her skill to do as much damage as possible in a short amount of time. So yeah, we start with the intro, do a basic attack, to do a plunge attack. So yeah, this is basic attack 2, and then basic attack 3 and 4. One more basic attack for true sight. And then we do skill and basic attack 2 times for true sight to fill up her Forte. And then we do her Forte's heavy attack. And after that ultimate, which fills our Forte bar and makes it do more damage. So you have Forte heavy attack. And then you can use the echo here. And outros your DPS. So yeah, you can swap off during the skills and the Forte heavy attack. Let me know which characters you want me to make a guide on, since every character has a different quick swap window. As for the main DPS, just get all of your team's buff ready before you do her intro. And start her rotation.
Crush your enemies all at once. Show no mercy.
So she worth it. If you're ready to put in the time to learn how to use her to her max potential, then yeah, 1000%. She's the one character that I always have on my team in the overworld, since she's perfect for doing dailies and farming echoes, and I can also play her in a dual DPS team. So yeah, perfect for echo farming and super fun character. You can join our Discord server if you need help with anything in the game. You can ping the game helper role and you won't ever miss free asteroid codes or events, or if you need help farming echoes. If this video helped you, then you can help me by liking and subscribing. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for watching.